What's up, guys? It's your boy Kylin, or the shiny Kylin. I bought this today. I wanted to get some Tarkir shit, but they didn't want to sell their boxes. I only got this for $190. They're like, we can't do that, but we'll do this. I was like, fuck, those are sexy ass cards anyways. Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah, boy. That's sick. Let's fucking, alright, let's just fucking go. Alright. Isn't this the one that has... Yeah. They got the fucking stabby bits. Alright, I'm gonna open up the first couple, just regular. And then I will do like the rares and shit in the back. We got a motherfucking gremlin token. What else? Nothing. Friendly Ghost. Flying when friendly ghost enters, target creature gets... Nice. Nice. Abandoned campground enters tapped unless player has 13 or less life. Okay. Mind Skinner. Ooh, can't be blocked. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. Damn. And it's only a 3. It's a... Okay. Cathartic Parting. The the owner of target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls shuffles into their library. You may shuffle up to 4 target cards from your graveyard into your library. Scavenger. Eerie. Whenever enchantment you control enters whenever you fully unlocked a room, put a 1/1 counter on that target creature. Damn. Cynical Loner. No mythics. Yeah, fuck you. Bro. Nope. Can't be blocked. Glimmers. Oh, shit. Lionheart Glimmer. Ward 2. Yep. Whenever you attack creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. That's fucking actually pretty good. Oh my god. Whenever a Claiming Prowler attacks another target. Damn. Okay. Twist Reality, choose 1. Counter target spell, Manifest Dread. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 into the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other in your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. Winter's Intervention. Deals 2 damage to target creature. You gain 2 life. Damn. Okay. That's just damage for life. It's fucking lit. Rampaging Soul Rager. It's 3/0 as long as there are 2 or more unlocked doors amongst rooms you control. Oh, this is the room. Okay, yeah. I remember that. Oh, shit. And then these 2 boyas. Spell costs 3 less to cast if it destroys target. Oh, shit. Okay. So, I have that basically already. Hardened Escort attacks another creature you control. Okay. Gains indestructible until end of turn. Damn. That's actually pretty good. Alrighty. Oh, it's an artwork. It's a signed artwork too. Nice. Apparently those can go for like a pretty penny. Not really pretty, but yeah. Dual land. Razor Trap Gourd enters tapped unless the player has 13. Okay, so it's basically the same as that one. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Pona Rescue Beastie is tapped, you may put a permanent card from your hand into the battlefield. Oh, that's fucking sick. Insidious Fungus. Pay 2 sacrifice, choose 1. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, draw a card, then you may put land card from your hand into the battlefield tapped. Damn. That's actually fucking sick. Violent Urge. Target creature gets 1/0, gains first strike until end of turn. Delirium. If there are 4 more card types amongst in your graveyard, that creature gains double strike until end of turn. Oh, damn. Oh, here's a room. Alright, Surgical Suite. When you unlock this door, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Hospital Room. Whenever you attack, put a 1/1 creature on target. Okay. Damn. That's sick. Duskmourn's Domination. Enchant creature, you control and okay, get -3 and 0, loses all abilities. Okay. Clockwork Percussionist, monkey toy. When he dies, exile the top of your card of your library. You may play it until end of your next turn. Okay, shit. Okay. That's a weird card. Trample, or what the f— Slavering Branch Snapper? I don't fucking know. It's trample and forced cycling. Discard, pay 2, discard this card, search your library for a forest card, reveal it, put into your hand, and then shuffle. What the f— That's kind of terrible. Cracked Skull. Enchant creature. When Cracked Skull enters, look at target player's hand. You may choose an on-land card from it. That player discards that card. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Okay. Oh, another room. Nice. We got underwater tunnel. When you unlock this door, survey 2. Okay. Is that the— Yeah, okay. Yeah. Slimy Aquarium. When you unlock this door, manifest dread, then put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Nice. That's actually not too terrible. I would honestly kind of use this one in my other deck, but I'm not sure. Unsettling Twins. Enters manifest dread. Look at top 2 cards of your library, put 1 into the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for the mana cost if it's a creature card. Okay. Hand that feeds. Delirium. Okay. There are 4 more card type. Yep. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Okay, shit. Seized for Slumber. We seen that. Oh my god! What the f— Oh my god! Okay. What the f— I think that's the hit of the box. Winter— What the f— Winter Misanthropic Guide? He's a 1— What the f— He's a black, red, green 1 human warlock. Ward 2 at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player draws 2 cards. What the f— Okay. That's lit. How much is that? What the f— Oh, that's only fucking 17 cents. What the f— Dude, that's such a sick fucking artwork. Wow, it peaked at fucking 23 cents. Oh, it's 45 cents for the foil. Okay. Ooh, god damn, son. Alright. There's that. There's 1. Oh, that felt special, yo. Mountain. That's sick. We got a fucking spirit. That's actually kind of useful. Not really. Not for me right yet, but yeah. It'll be later on. Yep. Onslaught, Manifest Dread, X times. Okay, so, damn. Like the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 into the battlefield face down. Okay. Oh, that's so sick. Oh my god. Under the Skin, Manifest Dread. You may return permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Wow, okay. Skull Snap Nuisance. Flying Eerie. When an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, survey one. Surveil one. Okay. So, yeah. That was what I was asking earlier, right? Yeah, right? So, what the fuck is the difference? The fucking spelling's the same. Is it literally, if it has a 1, you do the graveyard. If it's a 2, you put it back in your library? I'm not fucking sure. Like, if somebody could explain that to me, please? Yeah. Fucking Osasis? Oscus? Stick Twister. Twister. Lifelink, Delirium. Okay, cool. Bye, David Bowie. You have a good one, brother. Ballet, Merc, Leech, Eerie. Okay. Moldering Gem. When you unlock this door, search your library for basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Okay. And then, yeah, Wait Room. When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread, then put 3 1/1 counters on that creature. Yep. That's green. Found Footage. You may look at the face-down creatures your opponent controls anytime. Sacrifice Found Footage, survey 2. Yeah, okay. Fanatic of the Harrowing. When Fanatic of the Harrowing enters, each player discards a card. If you discarded a card this way, draw a card. Okay. What the f? Trapped in the Screen. Ward 2, Trapped in the Screen enters, exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment an opponent controls, then tap. Leaves the battlefield. Okay. Oh, it's a good puppy. It's a good dog. Nice. Worry Watchdog. When Worry Watchdog enters or dies, survey 1. Okay. And it's a 3/1. It's a 2-mana 3/1. That's not too terrible. It's a puppy. Ticket Booth. When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread. Okay. Tunnel of Fate. When you attack, target attacking creature gains double strike until end of turn. No wonder why everybody likes Reds, or hates Reds, depending on who you are. Emerge from the cocoon, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, you gain 3 life. I'm gonna put that in my deck. And Dagger Maw Megalodon. Vigilance, Island Cycling 2. Discard this card, search your library for an island card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Ooh, God, what the f? Look at that, chat. Alright. We got that. Ooh, we got 2 of them. It's a spider. Enchanted Etched Cornfield. Hey, I live near many cornfields. Enters tapped unless player has... Oh my god. Why? Zamon All Questioning. At the beginning of your end step, if a land enters the battlefield under your control this turn, and you control a prime number of lands, create Primo, the Indivisible, a legendary 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token, then put that many 1/1 counters on it. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, and 31 are all prime numbers. I'm glad it kind of puts them like a little bit on there for you. What the? Okay. And honestly, it doesn't sound too terrible because it does tell you, and once you play it a little bit, you would understand like prime numbers. And if you already know prime numbers, then like that sounds fun. Haunted Screen. It's a 3-mana tap to pay or add white or black. Tap to and pay 1 life. Add. Holy shit. Put 7, pay 7, put 7 1/1 counters on Haunted Screen, becomes 0/0. In addition to its other types, activates only once. Holy, what the f? So then you can start fucking beefing it up. So then it's a fucking 10 mana. Yeah, it's a fucking 10 mana 7/7 spirit. What the fuck? That's crazy. Scrabbling Skull Crab. Eerie whenever enters, you fully unlock a room. Target player mills 2 cards. Okay. That's not too terrible. Fear of Isolation. As an additional cost to cast this spell, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Flying. Shard Mage's Rescue. Flash. What the f? Oh, I see. I see. It's a rat. Flash, enchanted creature you control. As long as Shard Mage Rescue enters this turn, enchanted creatures have... Oh, okay. And also 1/1. Okay, that's not too terrible. Strength, Frantic Strength. Flash, creature gets 2/2 and has Trample. Nice. Oh, wrong one. Final Vengeance. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Exile target creature. For 1... Okay, so it's a 1 sacrifice. That's not too terrible. If you got something like... If this creature enters, do something, and that's all it has, and it's like a literal 1/1, like, sacrifice that bullshit, obviously. Erratic Apparition, Flying Vigilance, Eerie whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, Erratic Apparition gets 1/1 until end of turn. I don't know. Rampaging Soul Rager gets 3/0 as long as there are 2 or more unlocked doors amongst rooms you control. Oh, I already got that guy. Cult Healer. Okay. Whenever an enchantment gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay. Piranha Fly. That's so cute. Enters tapped. It's flying. It's a 2/1. What the f? Oh my god, what the f? Ragged Playmate. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. And then... Oh shit, nice. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it that turn, or this turn. Warped Space. Target... Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile. Nice. Another art card. Does that mean we're gonna get good pull again? I mean, 40 cents was nothing, so. Ooh, spider! Nice. All right. Ooh, we got a new planes, boys. Hell yes. Hell yes. Now, if I could get some more full art planes, that's where it's at. Lee Line of Mutation is in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it in your battlefield. Okay. You pay rather than the mana cost for each that you cast. Okay. So, for anything, I'm able just to pay 5? Yeah. House Cartographer. I don't know. Surveil at the beginning of your second... Survival, sorry. At the beginning of your second main phase, if house is tapped, reveal cards from top of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card into your hand and the rest into the bottom of your library in a random order. Oh, you don't even have to shuffle after that. That's honestly pretty good. Trial of Agony. What the fuck is even happening here? Saw bullshit. Can choose 2 target creatures controlled by the same opponent. That player chooses one of those creatures. Trial of Agony deals 5 damage to that creature, and the other can't block this turn. So you deal damage to one creature, and then another creature cannot block for more. That's genius. For 1, dude. Oh my god. Gremlin Tamer. Eerie. Put a 1/1 red gremlin. Okay. Vile Mutilator. I was like, what? What's that word? Mutilator. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or enchantment flying trample. When Vile Mutilator enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment, then sacrifices a non-token creature. That's it. For 7 though, Creeping Peeper. Tap to add blue. Spend this mana only to cast an enchantment spell, unlock a door, or turn a permanent face up. That's pretty good. For fucking 2 mana. As an additional cost to cast this spell, choose a creature you control or reveal creature card from your hand. Monstrous Emergence deals damage equal to the power of the creature you choose or the card you reveal to target creature. Damn. Given into violence. Target creature gets 2/2 and gains lifelink until end of turn. Damn.
Don't make a sound. Shh. Boy.
Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If they do, Veil 2. Yep. Living Phone. When Living Phone dies, look at the top 5 cards of the library. May reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of library in random order. Okay.
Impossible Inferno.
Actually, hold on. Let me read. I don't know if that would honestly be super useful for me, but yeah. Deal 6 damage to target. Impossible Inferno, sorry. Deals 6 target creature. Damn. If there are 4 more card types in graveyard, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until end of turn. Next turn. Shepherding Spirits. Creature. It's a flying, plane cycling 2. Discard this card, search your library for a planes card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. But why? It's a 6/4/5 flying spirit, right? And then you're gonna pay 2 mana, discard this card, search my library for 1 mana, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle. I mean, if I want to shuffle a lot, then I can do that. But like, that's what, 8 mana just to get a plains? What the Rip Chain Razor Skin. Reach, sacrifice a land, draw a card. What the I mean, I'm sure there's like decks and shit that are like, yeah, sacrifice this, gain power, gain power, gain power. Like, I'm sure, but just me right now, like thinking what I right now know, you know? We got a fucking spirit right there. Oh, damn! Nice. A shiny land. Is land. Nice. Overlord of the Mist Moors. Impending 4. What the fuck? If you cast this spell for enters with 4 time counters, isn't a creature until last is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. So basically, it's not a creature. Yeah, I'm confused about that. That's fucking sick as shit, though. Yeah, that's sick as shit. Threats around every corner. Manifest Dread. Whenever face down permanent you control enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Attack in the box. Attacks, you may give it 4/0 until end of turn. If you do, sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Back goes the evil. That's funny. That is funny. Shrewd Storyteller. Survival, at the beginning of your second main phase. If Shrewd Storyteller's tap, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. That's pretty good. Another room. Bottomless pool. Locker room. Whenever you unlock this door, return up to 1 target creature to its owner's hand. Whenever one or more creature you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Nice. Right there. Cautious Survivor. Survival at the beginning of your second main phase. If Cautious Survival is tapped, you gain 2 life. Damn. Another room. Meat Locker and Drowned Dinner. Unlock this door. Tap up to 2 target creatures and put 2 stun counters on them. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove 1 from it instead. No, this one is survival. Yeah. Because they're survivors. And then same with this one. That's crazy. That's the mechanic for this deck or this set, I guess, is survival, because it's a haunted house basically. Well, there's surveil, like actual like surveil. I have a couple in here, but there's different surveils, like 1 and 2, and those do different things. So if you surveil 1, you pay 1, you have to put it into your graveyard. If you surveil 2, you put it back into your library at the bottom. There's just too much S's, and SURV is like surveil, not survival. That's actually pretty sick. Did you see the fucking black that I pulled, or the full art? 43 cents. That shit's nice, dude. Winter's Intervention. Deals 2 damage, target creature, gain 2 life. Damn, that's actually fucking sick. For 2? It's a 2, do 2, and then gain 2. That's fucking, oh my god. Another room. Glasswork, Shattered Yard. Oh yeah, dude, my most expensive is $40, so. It's that fucking, Coma. When you unlock this door, this room deals 4 damage to target creature an opponent controls. At the beginning of your end step, this room deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's sick. That's sick. Rooms are weird. Fear of Immobility. Enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls that creature, put a stun counter on it. Would become untapped, remove 1 from it instead. So it just can't untap. That's cool. Murder. Pay 3, destroy target creature. Murder. Oh my god. Grab the prize. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards if the discarded card wasn't a land card. Grab the prize. Deals 2 damage to each opponent. Holy shit. That's actually pretty good. Oh my god, that's a lot of angel eyes. Look at that. Vigilance, fear of surveillance, sorry. Vigilance, whenever fear of surveillance attacks, survey 1. Yeah, so pay 1, look at top of card, and then put it in your graveyard. You may put it in your graveyard if you like it or not. So if you have like 20 lands and it's a land, you're like, graveyard. Damn, okay. Bleeding Woods though, that's a sick artwork for dual land. Enduring Innocence, lifelink. When 1 or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enters, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. When it dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It is an enchantment. It's not a creature. What the f? So, huh? I'm sure there's like a card somewhere in this set that's like change enchanted creature into creature or something. I don't fucking know. Fear of burning alive. That is a fear of mine. Burning alive. Yep. How'd you know, Magic? Enters, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. Delirium. Sorcerer controls non-combat damage to an opponent if there are 4 or more card types amongst cards in your graveyard. Deals that amount of damage to target creature that player controls. Holy shit! Holy shit! Diversion Specialist. Menace. It can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Sacrifice another creature to... or enchantment. Exile top card of your library. You may play it this turn. It's not too terrible. Exercise. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. That's actually fucking sick. It's a good weight. Blood Spinner, sorry. Brood Spinner. Oh, what the fuck? Brood Spinner, not blood. It's got reach, so it can attack flying people, which makes sense, it's a spider. Enters to A2, so that means you put them, you get 2, and then you look at them. If you like them, you can put them at the bottom or at the top, depending on if you like them or not. Sacrifice Bloods. Create a number of 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. What the Bashful Beastie. Dies Manifest Dread. Malevolent Chandelier. Flying, put a card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Activate only as a sorcery. So you could just put anybody? It's okay if you just... Oh my god. That's sick.
Another one.
Underwater Tunnel and Slimy Aquarium. Oh yeah, I already got that. Spectral Snatcher. Ward, discard a card. Okay. Yep. And then Swamp Cycling. Okay, yeah. It's a fuck... Same thing as... Oh my god. Possessed Goat. What the fuck is happening with him? Oh, right there. What the fuck, bro? Discard a card, put 3 1/1 counters on Possessed Goat. It becomes a black demon in addition to other cards. Oh my god. So it would become a 4/4 fucking black demon in addition to its other colors and types. So it's a black demon, white goat. What? Glimmer Burst. Draw 2 cards, create 1 white Glimmer enchantment creature token for fucking 4 mana. That's honestly pretty good. Draw 2 cards and create a white. That's blue. Hand that feeds. Delirium. Can't be... Yeah, okay. And then...
My shiny.
Oh, hey! It's the nuisance guy. Hey. You know, I hope he doesn't become a nuisance IRL and just fucking be pulled by all of these. Now, I hope that wasn't, like, my most expensive card that I... Or, like, the rarest card that I could get. It is rare, but I don't think it's like... Oh, it is a showcase though. God damn it. So yeah, I think that is... It's a showcase. Oh, that's sick. Hey, a full art swamp. Nice. Now only if it was fucking textured and shiny. But that is sick as f. That is sick. Oh my god. Like, here. Right there.
Fear of missing out. FOMO.
Enters, discard a card, then draw a card. Delirium. Whenever fear or missing our attacks. What the fuck? Oh my god. Fear of missing out attacks for the first time each turn. If there are 4 more untap target creature after this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Okay. I might become a red player. Okay, the Tale of Taiomo. As this saga enters, and after you draw a step, add lore counter, sacrifice after 5. Alright, mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a card type were milled this way, draw a card, and repeat this process 3 times. And then for the 4th, exile any number of target instant sorcery and or Taiomo Planeswalker cards from your graveyard. Copy them. You may cast any number of the copies. What the fuck? Killer's Mask. Enters Manifest Dread. Look. Or what the fuck? Then attack. Okay, okay. Put 1 of face down as 2/2. Turn up. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Has Menace and... yeah. That's a weird card. It's good. It's good. Because it basically does what the other one down there did. Where the fuck it went. Where you could target 2, basically, and then... right? Yeah. It's this different because instead of targeting other players, you target your own, and instead of like basically not allowing the other one to block and then doing damage to that other creature, you sacrifice 1 creature and then you put a fucking 2/2 creature face down, which, yeah, dude, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh now, bro. What the f... Valgov Faithful. I don't fucking know. Sacrifice, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Dude, I want to see somebody play a game of Magic where they can only play cards that they can pronounce. Like, if they can't say the card, you're not playing the card, bro. I would suck. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh my god. Look at that. Arabelle, Abandoned Doll. Attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Whoa. Thank you for that follow. That's a good commander right there. Oh my god. Moldering Gym and Weight Room again. Okay. Tunnel Surveyor. Enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer. Okay. Another one of them. Flesh Burrower. It's got Death Touch. It's a 2/2. Attacks. Oh yeah, dude. It would just be lands, bro. Yep. Whenever it attacks, control another target creature you control gains Death Touch. Oh shit.
My Skinny Bones deck is being built.
It's gonna be a black-green deck, bro. It's gonna be a weird combination. But it's literally just Death Touch so I can have all of your fucking people in your graveyard. Or you mill. It's... yeah. I'm still, like, trying to figure out the logistics behind that deck. But the whole thing behind Skinny Bones is you're able to play out of people's graveyards. Not just your own, but out of other people's graveyards. Fear of Lost Teeth. Dude, that is another fear of mine. What the f***? Dies, it deals 1 damage to any target and you gain 1 life. That's f***ing lit. Oh. Living Phone again. That's a good card. Vicious Clown. Whenever another creature you control with 2 or less, or yeah, gets 2/0 until end of turn. Okay, so it would just be a fucking 4/3. 2/1. Fucking another Ragged Playmate, and Boiler Builds Ripper. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. When you do, deals 2 damage to any target. That's fucking lit.
That is lit.
Oh, what the hell? Wow. I need more fucking tokens. Come on, people.
Island.
Screaming Nemesis is dealt damage. It deals that much damage to any other target. If player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. Holy shit! Yeah, that would put a full stop on my deck. That's for sure. Razorskin Needlehead. Oh my god. It has first strike during your turn. Well, I would hope so. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Razorskin Needlehead deals 1 damage to them. Yeah, bro, these two, literally, you play these, and like, I'm f***ed. Cause I draw, like that's one of my things in my white deck, and then I gain life, and then if I gain life, I draw. If I draw, I gain life, right? So like that, just those 2 cards put a full hard stop on my deck. That's stupid. Veteran Survivor. Survival at the beginning of your second main phase. If it's tapped, exile up to 1 target creature from graveyard. As long as there are 3 or more cards exiled with Veteran Survivor, it gets 3/3 and has hexproof. Okay. That's actually pretty good. For 1. Savior of the Small. Survival at the beginning of your second main phase is tapped. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Conductive Machete. When Conductive Machete enters, manifest Dread, then attach Conductive to that creature. Yeah. Dread is weird. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature and the other into your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card.
Beeper.
Yeah, that's just a fucking 2 add mana. Oh, so it would be able to help you unlock doors. Okay, for the rooms and shit. And then Flesh Burrower. Cracked Skull. Enter Enigma. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Draw a card for 1 fucking blue. That's fucking sick. Glasswork. 4 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Shattered Yard. Yeah, we already got that. And then Intruding Soul Rager. That's a sick fucking card. That's a sick fucking card. A Shiny Forest. That's sick. Now, if I could get a Plains, that would be even sicker. Unstoppable Slasher. It's got Death Touch. Deals combat damage to a player. They lose half their life, rounded up. Okay. If it dies, if it had no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. Okay, so it fucking can't.
Okay. Shit, man. That's okay.
Oh shit. Okay. That's sick. Add. Okay. Tap to add black. Tap to add red. Activate only if you control a swamp or a mountain. That is sick. That is sick. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature. That's fucking sicker. What the fuck? Dude, red is literally just like, all right, here's a sorcery, 15 damage. Fuck you. It laughs in red. Fear of imposters. I have imposter syndrome. Flash, when Fear of Imposters enters, counter target creature. It Its controller manifests dread. Okay. Top 2 cards of their library, puts them into the battlefield face down as a 2/2. What the fuck? Why would I want that? I don't know. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to run enters target creature and opponent controls get -3/-3 until end of turn. Creatures you control, your opponent's control, can be the target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger.
That's sick.
Oh shit, a white room. Grand entry. When you unlock this door, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment token. Creature token. Elegant Rotunda. When you unlock this door, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Inauspicious Rat. Dies manifest dread. Okay. Okay. Dread, I'm thinking about it more. Dread seems cool. Yeah? Stalked Researcher, Defender, and Eerie. Oh, not too terrible.
Say its name.
Mill 3 cards when you... Then you may return a creature or a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile this card and 2 other cards named Say Its Name. Okay, so that's not really good for fucking Commander, that's for sure. Turn inside out. Creature gets 3/0 until end of turn. When it dies, this turn manifests dread. Another Fear of Surveillance. Wow, that's my 3rd one. Glimmerlight. Enters, create 1/1 white glimmer. Okay. Creature gets 1/1. Okay. Ooh, that's sick as hell. I like that artwork. Holy shit. Oh yeah. That is sick. Delirium for 4. Return resurrected cultists from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types amongst in your graveyard, and only as a sorcery. If it would die, exile it instead. Okay, that's cool. Uy, why? I'd much rather a fucking artwork than you. Ooh, dual land. Is it? Oh, yep. Cool. I don't like that. I will probably always have more than 13 life. Unless if those 2 cards pop out. Then I will be dead. Rip. Sean. Spawn Hunter. Sorry, what the fuck? Survival at the beginning of your 2nd main phase. If it is tapped, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is its power. Put any number of creature and or vehicle cards with different powers from amongst them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Betrayer's Bargain. Deals 5 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile instead. That is sick. Red. I might become a red player, man. I like damage. I might become a red player, man. Vengeful Possession. Gain control of target creature until end of turn and tap it. It gains haste until end of turn. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Yeah, I might become a red player. Ethereal Armor. Enchant creature gets 1/1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. Fear of... but that honestly sounds really good in my white deck. Whenever Fear of Falling attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -2, -0, and loses flying until your next turn. Oh, so you're just saying fuck flying creatures. Yeah, I like that. Don't make a sound. Target, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If they do, survey 2. Yeah, okay. So, my very basic understanding of Magic, when it says survey 1 or 2, 1 tells you to put it in your graveyard, 2 tells you to put it back in your library. I think, like, just based on the repetition of me seeing the 1 and 2s, I think that's how they work. Horrid Vigor. Target creature gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn. Green is also sounding very, very flattering given to violence. Yeah. And dude, and same with black, like, bruh. Possessed, go again. Glimmer Burst. Draw 2 cards, create, yeah. Oh shit. That's sick. Enters, you may cast it, draw 5. Holy shit. You have no maximum hand size and don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. When you gain life, draw that many cards. So basically, your hand size is your life. If you got 40 cards in your hand, you got 40 life. If you got 1 card in your fucking hand, you got 1 life. That is cool. A forest. Oh wow. Roaring Furnace and Steaming Sauna. Deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hand to target creature an opponent controls. No maximum hand size at the beginning of your end step. Draw a card. Damn. So there's 2 fucking blues. That is crazy. I know, like, it wouldn't cancel each other out. It would basically, like, the stack and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that is sick. That is sick. What the fuck? Altanka? I don't fucking know. The Thrice Called. That is sick artwork, though. It's got trample. Whenever becomes target of spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. Discard it. Return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's a 9/9 fucking 7. Wow. That is a legendary creature though. That is a legendary creature. I can say that. Withering Torment. Destroy target creature or enchantment. You lose 2 life. Slip. What the fuck? Slip? What? Split. Oh my god, dyslexia. Split Skin Doll. Oh my god. Enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. Okay, let me reread that. Sorry. Enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with... Okay, yeah. That would honestly be pretty good in my deck. I'm not gonna lie. Baseball bat enters, attach it to a target creature you control. Dude, I fucking love how there's just a baseball bat. Just be like, bonk! Target creature gets 1/1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, tap up to 1 target creature. Equip 3. Holy fuck. So it's a fucking... That's always been my question as well. I never really got it answered. But when you send out an equipment, it's got... when you pay these 2, are you able to pay the other 3 as well in like if you have the mana just right up there? Or do you have to play the 2, wait a turn, and then pay 3 to... Or are you just able to be like, here's 5. Enter the Enigma. Bear Trap. It deals 3 damage to target creature. Okay. So it's a 4 tap. Okay, that's fucking sick. Okay, cool. I thought that, but I just wanted to, like, be 100% sure, because... Yeah, I just don't want to go to my card shop on Commander Night. Okay, so you have to basically 2 pay, or tap 2, cast, tap 3, equip. Okay. But you can do it all in the same turn, so you're able to 5 there to speed things up. Cool. Cryptid Inspector. Whenever face down permanent you control enters, and whenever or another permanent you control is turned face up, put a 1/1 counter on that. Dude, these rooms are sick. I don't know how, like, the whole MTG, like, community feels about them, but I think they're pretty cool. Having the two different, like, so that's a, what, 3 and that's a 4, so you pay whatever to do whatever. That is sick. When you unlock this door, you draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Whenever a creature you control's enter alone, it gets 1/0 and gains Death Touch. There's pros and cons to everything, and then there's probably cards that will, yeah, that makes sense. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Fuck you! Aerobatic Cheerleader. Survival at the beginning of your second main phase. If it's tapped, put a flying counter on it. This ability triggers only once. That is pretty sick. Piranha Fly again, and oh, another one. Wow, what are the fucking odds, right? No, that's actually different. Holy shit. Of the harrowing enters, each player discards a card. If you discard a card this way, draw a card. Yeah, okay, so I did get another one of those, but just down there. I don't know if I did it yet, but there we go. There's the rare. No, I did not. Yep. Same thing. Strangulated Cemetery. If I have less than 13 life or 13 life, it doesn't... Yeah. That's actually sick how they did give it to you so you don't have to get, like, die or anything like that. That is sick. Oh, shit. Oh, it's a fox! Inquisitive Glimmer. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Unlock cost you pay cost 1 less. Okay, cool. Flood Pit's Drowner. It's got Flash, Vigilance, enters, tap, target creature and opponent controls and put 1 stun counter on it. Okay. Shuffle and target creature with a... What the fuck? Okay, okay. So basically just this one and whatever target one shuffle back into the deck. That's cool. Yep. Got that guy already. Bashful Beastie. Got that guy already. Bear Trap. Yep. Spectral Snatcher. That's a new one. Is it? It seems pretty fun. It seems pretty fun. Ward, discard a card. Creature becomes a target of... Okay. And then Swamp Cycling. I'm not sure about that, like, the planes swapping or cycling and the Swamp Cycling stuff. Basically, you're destroying a 6 mana 6/5 for a fucking swamp. Like, am I missing something? Like, is that supposed to be cool? Like, it's a 6/5. Like, it's a 6 mana 6/5, and you have to fucking discard it. Search your library for swamp, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So you're basically just wanting to shuffle at that point. I don't know. I think I already got these 2. Yeah. I got you. Friendly Teddy. Yeah, like, same here. Plane cycling. Like, why? Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. So it's just like this is a 6 mana as well, 4/5. I would not be able to get 6 mana out that fast. Like, I would much rather, at that point, if I have 6 mana out, to be able to fucking waste 2, so basically 8, to be able to search for, I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. I'm just reading too much into it because it is flying. It is flying. Friendly Teddy, each player draws a card. Oh. Hey, say its name. That is sick. Oh, shit. That's sick. That is sick. Look at that. Not shiny, but yeah. Peer past the veil, discard your hand, draw X cards where X is a number. Okay. Rootwise Survivor. It's got survival at the beginning of your second main phase. It's tap, put 3/1/1 counters on up to one target land you control. Becomes a 0/0 elemental creature in addition to its other types. It gains haste until your next turn. Damn. Yeah, dude, also those fucking Dragon Islands and even just the regular full arts are so cool. I know, like, that's not a hot take or anything, but yeah. As a guy, as a 100% male, I love dragons. And I've been contemplating, like, dude, do I really want to spend the money on dragons? Like, obviously I want to spend the money on dragons. Who the fuck am I asking? Let's play a game. Delirium, choose one. If there are 4 more cards in your graveyard, choose 1 or more instead. Creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Each opponent discards 2 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Fuck it. Oh my god. I just want a Dragon Eye fucking planes. Those things are so cool, man. And same with the reds. It's just the planes, the colors on them are so cool. The reds, the blues, the whites. Cursed Windbreaker, basically Doctor Strange. Enters Manifest Dread and attach curse to that creature. Okay. It has flying, wow. For 5 for flying, that's... Sawblade Skin Ripper. Menace. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Put a 1/1 counter creature on that. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice 1 or more permanents this turn, Sawblade Skin Ripper deals that much damage to any target. That is sick. Give in to violence again. Okay. Hey! Final Vengeance. Yep. Most valuable Slayer. When you attack whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets 1/0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Sick. Friendly Ghost. Enters target creature gets 2/4 until end of turn. Wow. Spine Seeker Centipede. Dude, holy shit. That is sick. Horrifying, but sick. Enters, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then it's also got Delirium. It gets 1/2, has Vigilance as long as there are 4 in my graveyard. Okay. Hey! Rip Spawn Hunter. Heck yeah, bro. Ooh, a forest. That is sick. The hands holding up like the orbs. That is sick. Unidentified hover ship. Aliens. Enters, exile up to 1 target creature with toughness 5 or less. Leaves battlefield, the exiled card's owner manifests dread. Crew 1. Oh, it's a vehicle. Okay. Fear of exposure. As an additional cost to this, tap 2 untapped creatures and or lands you control. Trample. That's actually fucking sick. Oh my god. I know y'all can't see that, but... that is sick. That is sick, man. Fear of being hunted. Oh my... that is... oh my god, dude. Those 2 artworks back to back. So sick. Oh my god. Must be blocked if able. It's a 4/2 haste. Damn. Growing Dread. Enters Manifest Dread. Okay. Popular Egotist. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Popular Egotist gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. Tap. Manifest Dread. What the fuck? What? Manifest Dread. What? Bear Trap. Rat Boy. Enigma. Fly. And that feeds. And... oh, 1 more. Fear of Surveillance. And... get out! Get out! Choose one. Counter target creature or enchantment spell. Return one or two target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Impending 4. If you cast this spell for its impending cost, it enters with 4-time counters on it. Isn't a creature until last is removed. At the beginning of your end step. Okay.
Defiant Survivor.
Survival 2. Okay. Fear of being hunted. Hatched Plaything. What the fuck? What the fuck? That is cool as hell. Double strike, patch, plaything enters with 2 -1/-1 counters if you cast it from your hand.
Then how the fuck are you supposed to cast it?
From the graveyard. I know. Hey, Glimmer Guy. Erratic Apparition. Cracked Skull. Frantic Strength. Gets 2/2, has Trample. Fears Lost Teeth. Seized from Slumber. Grab the prize. Alright. Ooh, nice. Nice. That's a sick ass artwork, bro. A copy token. Yay. And nothing. I like saving the fucking other side for like that little reveal. Oh shit, that's sick. That is sick. Oh my god. Nice. That's a full art right there, brother. Unlock this door, search your library for a room card that doesn't have the same name as a room you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. At the beginning of your upkeep, survey 1. You win the game if there are 8 or more different names amongst unlocked doors of rooms you control. That is sick as fuck. That's a win con right there. Coordinated Clobbering. Tap 1 or 2 target creatures, untapped creatures you control. What? Tap 1 or 2 target untapped creatures you control. They each deal damage equal to their power to target creature an opponent controls. That is sick. Veteran Survivor. Yep. Ethereal Armor. Yep. Drag to the Roots. Delirium. Destroy target non-land permanents. Okay. Meat Knocker. Yep. Monstrous Emergence. As an additional cost, choose a creature you control or reveal a creature card from your hand. Okay. Deals damage equal to the power of creature you choose or the card you reveal. Oh, shit!
Crackling Slasher.
It's got Death Touch. Enters with the 1/1 counter on it if a creature died this turn. Okay. Cautious. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought I saw a fucking error, but it was just my dyslexia messing with the I and F and if. The whole word of if. Beheaded Bestie. What the Beastie. It's got Menace and Mountain Cycling. Okay, yeah. Same thing. Glassworks and Shattered Yard. And here it is. Damn it. Alright, is land. Ooh, Unstoppable Slasher. That is fucking sick. Death Touch, whenever Unstoppable Slasher deals combat damage to a player. Dude, that fucking border's sick, sorry. To a player, they lose half their life, rounded up. Dies, it had no counters on it. Return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. Oh, yeah. House Cartographer. Yep, got that guy. Fear of Failing Tests. Deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards. Okay. Oh my god, Fear of Abduction. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile a creature you control. Flying. Enters, exile target creature an opponent controls. Leaves the battlefield, put each card exiled with it into its owner's hand. Yeah, Beastie Beatdown. I think I already got that guy. Clammy Prowler. Whenever it attacks, target another attacking creature. Can't be blocked this turn. Fucking lit. Horrid Vigor. What the fuck? Yeah, got that guy last time. Found Footage. Yep, got that guy. Ooh. Yeah, I already got that guy. Put that in my deck earlier. I got that. And then, oh, one more. Bedhead. Oh, yep, got that guy. And then, oh, Unholy Annex and Ritual Chamber. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. And when you unlock this door, create a 6/6 black demon creature flying token with flying. Irreverent? I don't fucking know. Gremlin? Menace. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Do this only once per turn. That is it, actually. But it's fucking stupid. Painter Studio and Deface Gallery. When you unlock this door, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them until the next turn. End of next turn. Whenever you attack, attacking creatures you control get 1/0 until... Yeah, I think I already got that. Okay. Defiled Crypt and Cadaver Lab. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, 2/2 Black Horror, enchantment creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. That's actually pretty cool. When you unlock this door, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay.
And then I got the machete again. I think, Bailmerk Leech, and whenever... Okay, it just lose 1 life. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. They'll make a sound. Slavering Branch Snapper. Alright, yeah, I already got him. A Fanatic of Harrowing, I got her shiny. Boiler Biggles River. I need to get a drink. I'll do that after this pack. Terramorphic Expanse. Sacrifice... Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. That's sick. Oh, right there. And then Unsettling Twins, and then Bear Trap. God damn it, Bear Trap. Yeah, I'll be right back, chat. Don't go nowhere. I gotta go get a glass of water. Not really too good in my book, but yeah. Lee Line of Resonance. Is in your opening hand. Okay. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that target only a single creature you control, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Holy shit, that's cool as fuck. Stay hidden, stay silent. Enchant creatures, enters, tap, enchanted creature. Doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay. For what, 6 mana, shuffle enchanted creatures into its owner's hand, then Manifest Dread, activate only as a sorcery. Okay. Banishing Bloodsucker. Eerie. Dashing Bloodsucker gets 2/0 and gains lifelink until end of turn. That's sick as fuck. Oh, that's a sick artwork. Oh my god. Look at that, chat. That's sick as fuck. That face that he's making. Ooh. Unnerving Grasp. Whenever up to 2 non-land permanents is in its owner's hand, Manifest Dread. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty sick. Commune with Evil. 4 cards of your library, put them into your hand, then rest into your graveyard, gain 3 life. I think I got that before, but yeah, that's sick as fuck. Yep, I definitely got that. Oh, that was Fear of Lost Teeth, by the way. Stalked Researcher. I think... Yes, I got that one. Malevolent Chandelier. Yep, got that one. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Yep, I've definitely got Murder. I made a joke about it earlier. Turn Inside Out. Yep, got that guy. Ooh, Jump Scare. I think that's a new one. Until end of turn, target creature gets 2/2, gains flying, and becomes horror. Enchantment creatures in addition to its other types. I don't really care about the horror, but the fucking 2/2 gains flying? That's fucking sick as fuck. And then... Ooh, give into violence. That's sick as hell. That's funny as hell. Alright, but we got a manifest and then a gremlin. Nice. Neglected manor, fucking 13 or less life. The Jolly Balloon Man. Ooh. It's a legendary creature, human clown. Create, pay 1 mana, tap to create a creature token that's a copy of another target creature you control, except it's a 1/1 red balloon creature in addition to its other colors and types. And it has flying and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. You could pair that up with that fucking doll one earlier that I was talking about. Piggy Bank. When Piggy Bank dies, create a treasure token. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay. That's sick as hell. Diversion Specialist. Menace. Sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Exile top card of your library. You may play it this turn. I think I already got that, but yeah. Paranormal Analyst.
Anal.
Whenever you manifest dread, put a card you put in your graveyard this way into your hand. Okay. So that's basically just like getting back your fucking dreaded cards that you didn't, that, like, here. Where the fuck's dread? I forget. It's somewhere. But yeah, dread's weird. Delirium, dragged to the roots. I think I already got that, but that's sick as hell. It's the Cocoon Lady. I think that's the Cocoon Lady. She got a weird ass face, I'm not gonna lie. Delirium, when this oh my god. This spell costs 2 less to cast as long as there are 4 more card types amongst in your graveyard. Destroy target non-land permanent. Okay. Appendage Amalgam. I think I already got this. Whenever attacks, survey 1. Yeah. Unable to scream. Chant creature loses all abilities. Is a toy artifact creature with a base power and toughness 0/2 in addition to its other types. As long as enchanted creature is face down, it can't be turned face up. For 1 mana, say its name. It's a good card, but it's a bad card in Commander. Crackling Slasher. Yep, got that guy. Possessed Goat, definitely got that guy. Spine Seeker Centipede, got that guy. Grab the Prize, definitely got that guy. And then, ooh, Stalked Researcher, nice. Got him earlier. Fucking bullshit, 13 or less life. It's probably good in like certain decks if you just stay like, I mean that single or that hand one that I pulled the other day where your life is your hand, then that would make sense. All right, Marvin Murderous Mimic. Wow. Has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as this creature, so everybody. He's a fucking colorless legendary artifact. Oh my god. Oh, he's a legendary artifact. Just read. Lee Line of the Void. If is in your opening hand, you may begin with it in the battlefield. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Okay. That's going into my goddamn Skinny Bones deck. Skinny Bones! Oblivious Bookworm. At the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent entered the battlefield face down under your control this turn. Or you turned a permanent face up this turn. Nice. Lots of fucking words. Popular Egotist. Yep, got him. Fear of Infinity. Nice. I forget what type of dragon that is where it eats itself, but yeah. Meliodas has a tattoo, or that's like the 7 deadly sins fucking thing, is the... Yeah. Starts with, I think, an A? But yeah, it's a flying lifelink, fear of infinity, can't block, and it's got eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return it from your graveyard to your hand. Nice, that's pretty sick. And then Cryptid Inspector. Yep, got her. Yep, got you. Erratic Apparition. Yep, got him. Yep. Resurrected Cultist, got you. Unsettling Twins, got them. Beheaded Beastie. I want to say Bestie, but it's Beastie. Cult Healer, I got you. And then, ooh, a shiny white room. Grand Entry. When you unlock this door, create a 1/1 white glimmer. Yep, I got the... Okay, yeah. It's just a shiny version that I got. That's sick. That is sick. I think this is the one that I was actually thinking about putting in my deck. Yeah, this is the one that I was putting... Yeah. Oh, there we go. See, like, it just wants to open a certain way. Some do, some don't. Like, it's just weird. Manifest, and then, what the fuck? Primo the Indivisible. Nice. Oh, that's from the, one girl. That one, commander, legendary creature that fucking, if you have a prime number, you create Primo. That's fucking sick. Fucking stupid bullshit, 13 or less. Bruh. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure it's good in certain decks that, you know, you're... Like that blue deck I was talking about, but...
Not in my mind.
Goes Vacuum. Exile target card from graveyard. Pay 6, tap, sacrifice. It put each creature card exiled with Ghost Vacuum into your battlefield under your control with a flying counter on it. Each of them is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. That is pretty sick. Killer's Mask, I got you. Oasis Stick with... Oh! It's the Dick Twister guy. Yep. Intruding Soul Rager. Dude, that is such a cool artwork. Vacuum is gas, is it? Yeah, dude, it sounds like it is. That sounds like it's fucking gas. Anthropede. I don't think I got this guy. When it enters, you may discard a card, pay 2. When you do, destroy target room. I think I got that guy. But if not, that is actually a pretty sick card. I got this guy, Daggermaw Megalodon. And Slavering Branch Snapper. Fear of the Dark. Whenever it attacks, if defending player controls no Glimmer creatures, it gains Menace and Death Touch until end of turn. Grasping Longneck. It's got Reach. When it dies, you gain 2 life. Vicious Clown. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, Vicious Clown gets 2/2 or 2/0 until end of turn. Holy shit. Yeah, that would be fucking sick in that one deck with the fucking Annabelle Clown. Ripper guy again. Fear of Immobility again. Ooh, nice. Ooh. That is sick as hell. I like the full arts in this. I like the lands in this. I wish I get a... I hope I get a goddamn, planes. At least one. In the 9 or so that we have left. Ooh. What the fuck? Valgavoth's Lair. Enters tapped. As it enters, choose a color. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's got hexproof as well. So it can't be targeted. Oh, yeah. Overgrown Zealot. Add 1 mana of any color. Add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to turn permanents face up. Keys to the House. Pay 1, sacrifice. Keys to the House. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand, then shuffle. Pay 3, sacrifice it. Lock or unlock a door of target room you control. Activate only as a sorcery. That's sick. Midnight Mayhem. Create 3 1/1 gremlin. Creature tokens, gremlins you control gain menace, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. That is sick. Miasma Demon. Yeah, when Miasma Demon enters, you may discard any number of cards. When you do, up to that many target creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. English, I swear, hates me. Baelmerk Leech, yep, got that guy. Moldering Gem and Weight Room, got y'all. Fear of the Dark. Tunnel Surveyor. Enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature. Oh, shit, nice. Vicious Clown. Rip Chain Razor Skin. Sacrifice a land, draw a card. What the fuck? I mean, if you have like fucking hella lands, you're fine. Especially like towards the later game, where you don't have to like send as many things out. You're just trying to fucking get through your deck. Hardened Escort, or, you know, towards the beginning, if you... Yeah, whatever. That sounds pretty good. Attacks another target creature you control, gets 1/0, gains indestructible until end of turn. Oh, it's not signed. That's sick as hell. Holy shit. I love the arts. I don't care they're not worth much, but I do love the arts. I got a couple, I think I got 2 that are signed from this set. I've got 4 total. No, 3 total. Sorry. Swamp. Sick. What the fuck? Nashi, Searcher in the Dark. Oh, that's sick. Rat Ninja Wizard. What the fuck? a fucking rat wizard. Ninja wizard, sorry. What the fuck? Whenever deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards. You may put that any number of legendary and or enchantment cards from among them into your hand. If you put no cards in your hand this way, put a 1/1 counter on Nashi. Okay. Okay. Damn. Oh, shit. Blue. Waltz of Rage. Target... Holy shit, that's just words. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature until end of turn. Whenever a creature you control dies, exile top card of your library. You may play it until end of your next turn. Okay. Yep, that's just a lot of words. Ooh, nice. Nice. That's sick as hell. I like that border, dude. It looks like a fucking ghost hunting thing. PDA thing. I don't fucking know. It looks sick as fuck. Manifest Dread. You may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Nice. Yep, I got you. Smoky Lounge and Misty Saloon. Red. Excuse me, oh my goodness. Ghostly Key Bearer. Deals combat damage to a player, unlock a locked door of up to 1 target room you control. Dyslexia, what the hell? Unable to scream, I got you. Monstrous Emergence, yes, I got you. Hey, Winter's Intervention. Winter's Intervention deals 2 damage to target creature, you gain 2 life. I think I got that. Twist Reality, choose 1. Yes. Yep. That's Rip Chain Razor Skin. Hardened Escort again. Terramorphic Expanse. Search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Damn. That's actually sick. That would honestly go perfect in my deck. Being able just to shuffle basically any time I want. God damn. Ooh. Yeah, okay. And then Cracked Skull. I think this is my second fucking shiny. It looks sick as hell. Probably doesn't pop up on camera. Oh, there it goes. Kind of. Alright. What is you? Treasure token. Cool. I needed more of those. Ooh, a shiny mountain. Nice. Hey, my second guy of that. Nice. Oh, there's the Gilmore or Grimoire, sorry. Where you have no your maximum hand, or holy shit, you have no maximum hand size and your life is your hand. So, you have 0 cards in your hand, you're dead. Insidious Fungus. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield tapped. Beastie Beatdown. Bestie Beatdown. Sporogenic Infection. Enters target player, sacrifices creature other than enchanted creature. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Don't make a sound. Horror. Oh my god. Horrid Vigor. Given the violence. It's still a sick artwork, even though it's not shiny. Worry Watchdog. It's a doggy. Ticket Booth and Tunnel of Hate. Emerge from the cocoon. I want to get you shiny. Murder. And then Vengeful Possession. Another dumbass, goddamn. 13 or less life. Unstoppable Slasher. That's such a sick artwork slash abilities. Wicker Folk Thresher. What? Thresher? Attacks if there are 4 or more card types in your graveyard. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield. If you don't put the card onto the battlefield, put it into your hand. So you could just choose to put it in the battlefield or not. That is sick. Failed tests. Deals combat damage to player. Draw that many cards. Yeah, I just got that. Just got that. Yeah, got that. Anthropede. Moldering Gym and Weight Room. Found Footage. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Holy shit. Spine Seeker Centipede. God damn. They just want me to like tongue twisters and dyslexia fuck ups. Rampaging Soul Rager. Gets 3/0 as long as there are 2 or more unlocked doors amongst rooms you control. Trapped in the screen. And then stay hidden, stay silent. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that one. Look at that. Look at that. That's how you want them to open. Ah, it's just a single. I want to flip. 13 or less life. Central elevator, promising stairs. Whenever you unlock this door, search your library for a room card that doesn't have the same... Yes, okay, yeah, I got that one. Saw! Creature gets 2/0, permanent other than creature or saw. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Fear of Abduction. Paranormal Analyst. Balemerc Leech. Tunnel Surveyor. It's such a cute card and sick card. Because it's just a fucking 3/2/2, and then when it enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer. Like, That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. 2 for the price of 1. Anyways, Fanatic Strength. 2/2 has Trample. Damn. Yeah. Yep, got you. Derelict Addict and holy shit, Widow's Walk. Window Walk. Stalked Researcher. I got you in shiny, bro. Get out of here. Friendly Teddy. Dies, each player draws a card. Nice. A Ragged Playmate. Hell yeah. 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Jump Scare. Got you. And then enter Enigma. All right. Oh my gosh, why? Brother. No, you're gonna open. You're gonna there we go. Didn't want to open, chat. Did not want to open. Ooh, that's sick as hell. Like I said, I don't care that they're not worth much. They're worth a lot to me because they're cool as hell. I like art. Ooh, Shiny Swamp. I want a I haven't even gotten a Plains from this set yet. Are there any Plains? Oh, shit. Fear of missing out, dude. That's sick as hell. That is sick as fuck. That is sick. Yeah. Yeah, I got you before. But yeah, that's sick as fuck. Norin Swift, Survivalist. Can't block. Creature you control becomes blocked. You may exile it. You may play that card from exile this turn. Nice. And it's a 1 fucking... Nice. So basically just like bounce. Unwanted Remake. Destroy target creature. Its controller manifests dread. Okay.
Get out.
Wildfire Wicker Folk. Oh, that's a different fucking art. Is it? Is it a different border than the one that I had before? I think. It's got haste, delirium, whenever gets 1/1 and has trample as long as there are 4 in my graveyard. Cool.
Anthropine.
Cryptid Inspector. How the fuck? Inocious? I don't fucking know. I got a rat, man. Twist Reality. Yep. Fucking Terramorphic Expanse. Dude, that's such a... That's a sick land. Impossible Inferno. Deal 6 damage. And it creates Delirium if 4 more card types amongst in my graveyard. Play it from... Holy shit. Exile top card in your library. Play it until end of next turn. Holy shit. Trying to read forward, but I read past. Fear of Immobility and... Ooh. Rickety Gazebo and Greenhouse. Nice. Nice. We're getting towards the end, boys. We have what? Like what? 6 more. So yeah, I lied about the fucking 9 earlier.
Sorry.
Ooh, Etch Cornfield. Nice. Still bad, but nice that it's shiny. Ooh, we got a chainsaw. Deal 3 damage up to 1 creature. When 1 or more creatures die, put a rev counter on chainsaw. Each creature gets plus X, where X is the number of rev counters on chainsaw. So, hold on. Let me... It only does 3 damage to 1 creature. But when 1 or more creatures die from that, put a rev counter on... So it'd just be 1. Right? I don't fucking know. Oh, unless if you copy it, right? Maybe. I don't know. Coordinated Clobbering. Untimely Malfunction. Destroy target artifact. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. 1 or 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Sporogenic Infection. Intruding Soul Rager.
Say its name.
Final Vengeance. Holy shit. Meat Locker and Drowned Dinner. Most Valuable Slayer. Acrobatic. Oh shit. Why weren't you guys gonna tell me? Acrobatic Cheerleader.
Friendly Ghost.
Impossible Inferno and Unwilling Vessel. It's got Vigilance. Eerie. Put a possession counter on Unwilling. Okay. When it dies, create XX Blue Spirit, where X is number of counters on... Okay, that's sick as fuck. Lee Line of Hope is in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. If you were to gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead, as long as you have at least 7 or more life, or more than your starting life total. Creatures... That's going in my white deck. Yep, that's going in my white deck. Betrayer's Bargain. Yeah, I got you. Violent Urge, got you. Flood Pit's Drowner. Enters, tap target creature on opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Tap, pay 2, shuffle. Oh, I see. Yep, I got you before. I got you. Fucking Skull Snap Nuisance. Unable to Scream. Monstrous Emergence. Winter's Intervention. Turn Inside Out.
Possessed Goat.
Glimmerburst. That is a sick artwork. Draw 2 cards. Create a 1/1 white Glimmer enchantment creature token. Cool. Rip Chain Razor Skin. Vicious Clown. Nice. And then we got a Plains. I think that... Oh, nope. That's my second Plains. Okay, yeah. I've gotten a Plains before. Murky Sewer again. Funeral Room and Awakening Hall. Yep. I got that guy. Betrayer's Bargaining. Infernal Phantom. Glimmer Seeker. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Glimmer Seeker is tapped, draw a card. If you control a Glimmer creature... Okay. If you don't control a Glimmer creature, create a 1/1... Okay, shit. Damn. Rite of the Moth. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finale... Okay. Oh, it's got flashback. Okay. That's sick as fuck.
Sick as hell, man.
Found footage. Unable to Scream. Manifest Dread. Trapped in the Screen. Friendly Teddy Bear again. Fucking Razor Skin guy. Cult Healer. And then Overgrown Zealot. I got a lot of raids this time. Hey! There we go, boys. There we go. It's not shiny or nothing, but we finally got a full art land or Plains. Finally. Fuck yes. Hey, what the heck? It's a showcase, but it ain't shiny. That is sick as hell, though. Toby Beastie Befriender. When Toby Beastie Befriender enters, create a 4/4 white beast creature token with... This creature can't be blocked or block... What? Can't attack or block alone. God damn. As long as you control 4 or more creature tokens... Holy shit, creature tokens, you can't... Holy... I'm not gonna play it because there's just too many fucking... My brain can't handle it. I'm sick as fuck, though. Wickerfolk Thresher. Patchwork Beastie. Delirium at the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill a card. And it's got Delirium. Unwilling Vessel. Disturbing... What the fuck? Mirith? Enters, you may sacrifice another enchantment or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards. When you sacrifice, Manifest Dread. Grand Entry and Elegant Rotunda. Yep. I got you in shiny. Don't worry. Manifest Dread. Daggermaw Megalodon. Grasping Longneck. Trapped in the Screen. Glimmerlight. Most Valuable Slayer. And Split Skin Doll. Draw a card, then discard card. Unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. 94 cards in my deck now, boys. We're almost there. 6 more cards. 6 more cards. That land's gonna be replacing another land that I have. Now, if I could get a couple of more of them, like, you know, let's say 3 more, and one of them happens to be shiny, that'd be awesome. Hey, it's got Manifest and it's a Gremlin. Hey, Neglected Manor. It's shiny. Hedge Shredder. Attacks, you may mill 2 cards. Whenever 1 or more land cards are put into your graveyard from your library, put them into the battlefield tapped. It's a vehicle, so it's crew 1.
Nice.
Trial of Agony. Basically, awesome. Fear of Falling. Yep, fuck you, angels. Smoky Lounge and Misty Saloon. Creeping Peeper. Vanish from Sight. Malevolent Chandelier. Cautious Survivor. Spectral Snatcher. Ward, discard a card. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player discards a card. Nice. And then it's got Swamp Cycling too. I think I already pulled you. Glimmerlight. Scorching Dragonfire. Deals 3. Yep, cool. Living Phone. Look at top 5 of your library. You may reveal a creature card with 2 or less from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. Sick. And then Horrid Vigor.
Fucking stupid.
Alright, last 2 packs. Oh, shit. I think I've gotten 1 of each. Full art. That is sick. And I knew that artwork that I got the last time was this. I was gonna say something. That is sick. Just play this instead of that. I mean, you probably could. Undead Sprinter. It's a creature zombie, trample haste. You may cast Undead Sprinter from your graveyard if a non-zombie creature died this turn. If you do, Undead Sprinter enters with a 1/1 counter on it.
Breaking down the door. Here's Johnny.
Exile target artifact, exile target enchantment, Manifest Dread. Okay. Withering Torment. Destroy target creature or enchantment. You lose 2 life. What the fuck? Shroud Stomper. It's a fucking, what? 7/5/5 with Death Touch. Whenever enters or attacks, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life, draw a card. Holy fuck. That's pretty good. Orphans of the Wheat attack. Or, sorry, Orphans of the Wheat. Whenever it attacks, tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Gets 1/1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. Okay. Flesh Burrower. It's got Death Touch. Whenever it attacks, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Vanish from Sight. Glimmerburst. Ticket Boost. I was gonna say Thicket Boost and Tunnel of Hate. Friendly Ghost. Resurrected Cultist and Cursed Windbreaker. Nice. Last pack, y'all. Last pack. Can I get another fucking full art land, please? Nice. I think that's the second one of those I got. Oh! It's shiny, man! Fucking last pack, bro. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, that's sick as fuck. And I got the Toby. Nice. I'm not gonna fucking read it because fuck that. Yeah, Greenhouse, Rickety Gazebo. It's the card. Sheltered by Ghosts. Enchanted creature you control whenever enters exile exile target non-permanent an opponent controls until leaves battlefield. Enchanted creature gets 1/0 and has lifelink and ward 2. Nice. Live or die. Choose one. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or just destroy target creature. Okay. Appendage Amalgam. That's sick. Fear of the Dark. That's sick. Banish from Sight. That's sick. Grasping Longneck. That's sick. Resurrect Cultist. Ticket Booth and Tunnel of Hate. On top of yourself. Jump Scare. Worry Watchdog. And Cult Healer. Okay. Well, I got a shiny fucking land. That's for sure.